Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mariat Candice and I'm so happy you're watching right now. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're up to. I'm going to start hating. By the way, I'm going to start hating. And I'm seated here with Rema Namakula, very talented musician. I don't even know the words to use. I'm running out of words. But if there's anyone who has an amazing voice in this country, it's Rema. Let's all agree. If you don't agree, stop even watching right now. Rema, how are you doing?
I'm good, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How is your morning? I didn't know you were an early bird.
Yeah, I wake up like since Amal started school. I wake up every morning.
She started school?
Her. She started last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
Which class that be? Man,
she was in baby class last year.
I don't even know which class. And I didn't study nursery, which makes it worse. So I don't know the lower
now
classes.
She's in middle class.
Middle class.
Yeah.
How is she doing in school?
She's good.
She loves it. She doesn't cry when you drop her off.
She loves it though. Sometimes she wakes up and tell him mood, so I'm like, okay, stay.
Really?
Yeah.
You're allowed to stay. This to
because
us.
No, she started really young, you know. So. And she loved the school every day. But so when she wakes up and she's like, no, I'm not in the mood. And that is once in a while. I just don't even argue with her. I'm like, stay.
It's okay, stay.
It's okay.
Don't the teachers at school complain?
Yeah, but it can happen like in a period
once
of
in a while.
3 or 2 months. It can happen like twice or once.
When she doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
When she gets back home, what does she tell you stories of what it has been like at school?
Of course, she tells you,
Same
we had this one's birthday, Miss this one said that, like, you know, if they had like a little fight with a fellow kid, she tells you. Yeah.
Why do you insist on dropping her yourself?
It helps me as well, because before, you know, that morning time, you're always sleeping, and you know, but when you wake up very early, there's a way you prepare yourself for the day. Yeah.
Yes. Does she go to the same school with the other child? Maya?
No, Maya is in her primary school. Yeah, this one is just a kindergarten. She's good.
How has it been like transitioning to knowing that you have 2 kids that you literally take care of?
I don't find it different. Like it has been my life. I met Maya before she made Aya. I had Amma when Maya was making 4. Yeah. So it hasn't been different because before even I had Amal, I've had kids around.
And I love that child so much. But then there's always issues knowing that this is not your child. You don't even know how to, when they do wrong, how you should punish them.
I met her before she made a year. So I know when she's pretending, if she's not smiling genuinely. I know when she's not happy.
Don't you ever worry that when she's doing something, am I supposed to reprimand her, beat her? Won't the mother or the father say, why are you doing this, maybe?
All I know is that I love her so much. So I wouldn't do anything that is okay. I wouldn't treat her but like I wouldn't do anything that is out of the way. So anything I do, and still, since I'm not the mom, I wouldn't let her just do anything because I'm not the mom. I can't even tell her,
some people are
you're not supposed to do this.
Though.
No.
Where they're like, if I beat her, they'll say I'm beating her because she's not.
I know it happens. It happens. Of course, you can't stop people from thinking. But you do the right thing.
For the child.
Yes. She won't even blame you when she grows up. She's like, she did the right thing for me.
That's true.
Yeah.
You have a new song, which everyone loves. It came out, I think I got it from your manager on my email, and I listened to it at night when I woke up, like at 5 a.m. I was like, wow, this is a very good song. Then, like, by the end of that day, I actually saw your post on Facebook, and it was number 1. And that number one list you shared is literally from downloads. So it's not number 1 that people are requesting for it. So it's legit countdown where people are actually downloading these songs. Where someone adds in a song because an artist is their favorite artist. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel so lucky. It makes me feel so loved and grateful and humbled and everything. I just love you, my fans, so much. Thank you so much.
When you work on a song, do you know that it will get such an impact, that it will be big?
Not really. You just pray that it happens, but you're not 100% sure, not even 50% sure that it's going to work out. But you're like, I love the song. I think it might, you know, it might work out, but you always pray it really works out to your expectation. Yeah.
So you said someone wrote this song for you.
Yeah.
What made you want to buy it? Okay, what made you buy it? Actually, not want to buy it, like you didn't buy it.
The message in the song is universal. Like
that's true.
Speaks to every woman out there. Like, you know. And I always want to do things that, you know, make so many people feel like they relate to it. This talks about me. Like, I want people to relate to it naturally. All about,
Yeah.
it just flows with people's lifestyle. And yeah, it's a beautiful
Someone posted
thing.
on Facebook, I nabatali miyembe kati bagamba Siri
Siri
Muyembe. You people are so hilarious. Anyway, very many people are relating this song to you, and I've asked you this before, but just for my YouTube people. Why do you think people are saying it's about you? That you're singing about yourself or whatever you're going through?
I think it's because many people always ask me, when are you doing your wedding? When are you doing this and that? I think people feel like I've taken long enough.
I don't think it's taking long.
Like, I
think it's people liking you and liking your relationship,
and they just wish the best for me.
I, for some people, for your fans,
I don't know really,
so.
but
I think for some people it's looking at you guys and thinking, wow, this is a great couple. She's
like
doing
they feel like
her
everything
career.
should be.
They have a child. What's stopping them?
Oh yeah. True. I think that's why, and I don't know, but it's not personal.
Because I've heard people saying our Jay-Z and Beyonce. You guys,
but
make
it's not
yourselves in that
personal.
way.
I don't know.
You don't look at yourselves
Not
like
really.
that.
Not really.
People are always asking for a collab between the two of you. Have you ever sat down to talk about it and say, maybe we should work on a song?
Yeah, we have. But we just feel like we can do that anytime. It's not like a big deal, like, oh, we have to do a song together. We have to do a song together. But we have talked about it, and we might do a song together.
You're all doing great in your different careers, and how do you support each other, like musically?
Sometimes before I release songs, I tell him to listen to them, like, what do you think, stuff like that. He gives me advice here and there. Sometimes when I think, like, oh, this doesn't look so good, we would have done this, like, like we just advise each other where necessary. Yes. That's how we support each other. If you have a concert, push it. Like,
there's a time you guys performed together on the same stage. I think it was on his concert. It was really cool. Lifestyle, well-being. You're an artist who has a child. Something that people always say that chala bwabeda mu entertainment industry nafuna omwana, maybe it will affect her career in one or another. Do you think it affected you in any way?
I don't think it did, though it takes a lot. Like, it adds on your load, like you're very occupied. Like before, your free time, you rest, you watch movies, you go to, like, you just. But now every free time I have to give it to my daughter. I have to give it to the girls at home. Like, I feel like, okay, now sometimes I feel like I don't give them enough time. I have to be around, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Like, I feel like it has made me a better person. I value time. I have a different perspective towards life,
Okay, so after giving birth, there's always that pressure, especially if you're in this industry, to get back in shape.
Yeah.
What did you do to make sure you get back in shape?
My dear. I've suffered, and I hate working out, honestly. I hate working out. But I tried dieting. I try I avoid some
foods. What was your diet?
Like, I used to do like, if I have breakfast that is not very heavy. I have 1 meal a day. I don't do supper. And then it depends. Before, I have a friend of mine, she used to give me, like, it was outlined, you do like things and smanya a cup of tea, and then you do salad, and then a piece of chicken, and then whatever, stuff like that. But it was hard for me. Sometimes it's hard to get those specific things that you're told to get. But I think once you try to, like, limit and, reduce on the portion of what you eat, like, it does help.
So
it does help keep you. I did aerobics. I hate the things like you live to do this. Like, I feel like I'm just torturing myself. I really hate it. But sometimes you just have to do it because some body parts, like for the arms, if you don't do
the lifting,
they won't go. No matter how many times you do the aerobics and everything, they won't go. So you have to do it. The thighs, you have to, if you want to reduce everything. The stomach. For the general body, aerobics helps. I did a lot of aerobics and I loved it. So did
you stop now that you got
I stopped. No, I stopped after some time. But like a month ago, I resumed. I go there once in a while. Even 2 days back, I had aerobics. Yeah, and it helps
the
me.
diet?
Like sometimes, I just
Are you still
I
on
just
that
stick
diet?
to that. Like I don't eat after 8. After sometimes after 6, I don't eat. But it's not easy.
Is there some
once
food that you love so much but you can't eat because you know
I
how bad
love
it will be for
rice.
you? Oh my God, I was going to
I
tell
love
you.
rice. Oh God, and
I was about to
and
tell you
rice-
I love rice so much, but
Yeah.
I've been told to stay away from it, and it's the
I
hardest
love
thing
rice
to
in
do.
every way. White rice, brown rice, pilau, like everything. Like everything with rice. I would just,
I don't know if it
welcome
has a
it.
thing to do with the fact that we are Muslim, but
I think
this is part of life. Like, I don't know how you live without
Sometimes,
rice.
like you may think, if you take a day without rice, you feel like money do
Like if I eat food
know.
and there's no rice, it's like I have not really eaten.
Yes.
So when I say njagala kurya emmere, it has to have
Rice.
on it. Yes.
Yeah.
So, but you know, one of the things I have learned is that actually when you cook from home, first of all, in addition to the fact that you're saving, you end up eating well. Do you cook at home, like your own food?
Yes. Yes.
Or you eat out a lot?
And sometimes I even pack it when I'm leaving. That is, I pack my lunch. Yeah. It's prepared much earlier so that I pack it as I leave home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
love home food. Like
And what-
I'm very picky with food. So
What's that meal that you love preparing that you know best? That you know when visitors are there or if it's someone I love, this is what I can prepare for them.
it's pilau.
Pilau.
Yeah.
Tell me about your skin. You have a beautiful skin. How do you manage to have that skin
Thank
like
you.
that?
Thank you, Bana. It's not easy. I remember after having a mouth before, I used to do nothing. Like my skin was just there,
It was
like
just
very
good and
cute.
nothing.
Oh my God, I had that kind of skin. I would just do my lip and move. I wouldn't mind about anything. If you look at my old pictures, it's not even like very long ago. Like
Yeah.
before I had a mouth, I never minded about the eyebrows, manyarichi. No, I could just do the lip and move. Like I don't
So
know. what
after
else to do.
giving birth, the
after
skin
giving
changed.
birth, I got that like it's
First of all,
hormonal
there's a dark
change.
shade that comes. Did you get that?
Yes,
And then sometimes people get pimples.
my dear, I got all that.
So-
After giving birth, like I don't know what happened. I started getting like my skin changed from it wasn't like very dry, but it was like moderate. It was just
Yes.
there, and then after birth it became oily. I used to get like those, they're not like pimples,
But
those
yeah.
outbreaks. You're like, what is happening here, tomorrow there? Like it was too much for me. And
What did you do to make sure the skin gets back to normal?
yes, I used to scrub, and then
What
I used to
scrub you
do
use?
this.
Every time I use scrub, it just affects my skin.
There's some scrub. Some lady scrubs my face at Garden City. Sijamkwela kalangu, simpe. Yes, before that, but nowadays I don't scrub.
Yeah.
Like I take long. I used to scrub them. I used to get there's that thingy. Is it called like it's a mask?
Like a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend told me to do that mask. I used to
At
first
home-
put
you do it
at home.
eh?
Yeah.
Like what do you put?
I used to
The mask?
put eggs.
Eggs,
I used to wash it
honey.
first, and then I put eggs. Yes, once they're drying up, I get avocado
Yeah.
and honey.
Mix
And
them
then-
or separate?
Mixed. I used to mix the avocado and honey. Did I mix?
Because some
Yes.
people put mix
I
all of
mixed-
them.
no,
Some
I
just
mixed
put once. When it dries, they wash it off. Then they put
I first
another.
put the eggs. Once they're about to dry, like you feel like your face is very dry, you wash it off, and then you put the avocado and honey, and then rest for some time, and then put like cucumber around the eyes and everything, and then
Because you don't
have
have
it
dark,
like
dark
Yeah.
circles, and they
Yeah.
usually come because someone doesn't have enough sleep or enough rest. Do you have a morning routine?
if I don't rest enough, they come. Like yeah. Then I try to sleep early. Then after I wash it off, like after like 20 minutes and all, but it does really feel fresh. And then also I've tried, like it has been a hassle to find like what lotion to use.
yes.
Like it's a big, like sometimes something can lighten you up and you're like, what is this? And
Yeah,
then something just seconds you like, what
And
is
some
this?
of the things
And
that actually lighten you up usually help with the skin in one way, but then they take you to a color you don't
you
want.
don't want, and people
Yes.
don't get the whole picture. They feel like, oh, she's trying to bleach and all, but sometimes all those things that really help with the skin,
Yeah.
they lighten up a
Yes, a
little,
little bit.
sometimes more than what you expected.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it has been a hassle, but thank God now I use something very, very simple, and it has helped me. Yeah, I won't tell you.
Do you have a morning routine?
I wake up 6:30. Take Amal to school, and then the rest happens after that. I feel like it's always on my mind. If I'm not home, I try so hard. Like my driver takes her to school. If I've traveled and all. What else? I think that's it. I organize what I have to do the next day earlier, like 2 days before or a day before, so I always know what I have to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rema.
Thank you so much.